Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw the Hulk in his quantum realm suit from the Avengers Endgame. Let's get started with the lower edge of the eyebrow. So we start on the left side, we're going to draw a curve. Starting from the outside, we're going to curve in and then down. We're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line this up, curve up, and then out. Now from the inside of the brow, I want to curve up and then in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to draw on the top edge of the eyebrow. Starting from the left, I want to draw a curve that goes up and then pull that down just up above the inside corner of the brow. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving up and then out. Now we're going to fill the eyebrows in black. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyebrow. So it's a half circle. Starting from the outside, we're going to step in, curve around towards the bottom of the eye, and pull that back up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Now on the left side of each eye, we're going to draw a small circle for a highlight. So up against the edge of the eye, draw that circle. Now line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now in the center of the eye, we're going to draw a smaller circle tucked in behind the highlight for the pupil. So let's start at the bottom, curve around, and then back out. I'm going to fill that in black. Now let's do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to move to the center and draw the nose. Let's start with the tip of the nose. Starting on the left of center, we're going to curve down and back up on the right. Now let's curl around the nostril. Starting from the left, we're going to step down, draw a C, curving around. We're going to go in the opposite direction on the right side. Now in the center, we're going to step up and draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now we're going to move all the way down and draw in a large mouth. Starting directly underneath the left eye, we're going to curve up and then down on the right side. Let's add a bracket to the corners of the mouth. We're going to step out, just leaving a little gap on either side. Now in the center, we're going to step down and draw on the lower lip. Start on the left, curve down, and then back up. Now we're going to add a wrinkle on the side of the nose. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve out and down, aiming towards the corner of the mouth. We're not going to go all the way, we're going to stop right about there. Now let's move out and draw on the side of the head. From the left eye, we're going to step out, we're going to draw a large half circle. Curve down, underneath the mouth, and then we'll pull that back up on the right side. Let's add in some cheekbones. From the left, we're going to curve in and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to go back to the top of the head, we're going to curve around the eyebrow and then pull it in. Go up and then in. And then from the top, we're going to draw a short line going out towards the side. And then we're going to pull this in again. So starting on the left, we're going to curve up and then in towards the top of the hairline. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve, coming down the middle and then back up on the right. Now let's draw on the side of the head. Starting from the left side, we're going to curve out and then just pull that in. Do the same thing on the right, curving out and then into the same height. Now back on the left side, we're going to draw on the hair. Start from this point, curve down and up. Now I'm going to curve this up and then in. Do it right about there. Now I'm going to brush the hair over towards the right. So starting from this point, we're going to curve up and over towards the right. Now I just want to taper this down with a short curve. Now let's go across the top of the head. From here we're going to go up and then just pull that down. We're going to do a little overlap. Step back, curve over that line, and then out. Let's taper this line down, curving down and in. Now I'm going to curl in the opposite direction, curving out and then up. Again, we're going to taper this back down and in. I want to add one point of hair coming across the right side, curving out and then down. I'm going to taper that back up and then in. I just want to close off this inside, just continuing that curve. Let's add some texture to the hair. Starting on the left, curve up and over towards the right. Now I'm going to go to the center and draw that same curve. Leave a small gap and draw a slightly shorter curve. Now I'm going to separate out the hair on the side. Starting from the top corner, we're going to curve out and then down towards the side of the head on both sides. Now from this point, I just want to draw that same curve coming down towards the outside of the head. We're going to add a couple wrinkles to the top of the head. Starting from the left side, I'm going to draw a curve coming down and back up. Now we're going to step up and draw a slightly shorter curve. Now I'm going to move to the outside and draw on the ears. From the cheek, we're going to step up, curve up, round out the ear, and then pull that back in towards the side of the head. Do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to draw a curve for the inside of the ear. Starting from the top of the cheek, curve up, and then out. Now that we complete the head, let's work our way down the body. We'll start with the sides of the body first. So over on the left side, we're going to draw a curve going out and down towards the left hip. Go to the right, we'll curve out and down towards the right hip. Let's go back to the center and draw on the collar. Right in the middle, just underneath the chin, we're going to start with a point. From this point, I'm going to angle up and out towards the left, and then the right, and then go straight up underneath the chin. And then from that center point, I'll step down again, start with another point. Now I'm going to curve up and out towards the side of the body. Go back to the center and do the same thing on the right. And then again, from that center point, we'll step all the way down towards the center, start with a point, angle up and out towards the left and right with a straight line. Go up the sides with a short line. And then we're going to draw that same angle line going up towards the side of the body. In between the hips, we're going to come towards the center, step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up the middle, and then back down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center. Over on the left side, curve out and down towards the left heel. And then on the right, we'll go out and down towards the right heel. Now back on the left side, we're going to round out the heel. So we're going to blend into a curve coming up. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to draw on the ball of the foot. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down again, go up towards the toes. Now on the left side, I'm going to draw 3 toes going out. So starting up here, we're going to draw a C. I'm going to stack 2 more toes in behind. So at the top, curve around, then in, and we'll add 1 more. Do the same thing on the right side, going in the opposite direction. Now on top of the middle toe, I want to draw the top of the foot. We're going to go up and then across. Do the same thing on the right, curving up and then across. We'll draw the edge of the shoe. Starting from the heel, we'll curve up and then out. Now back up to the hip, we're going to curve out the side of the leg on top of the foot. So we'll start on the left side, we're going to curve out and then down. Do the same thing on the right, curving out and then down. From the top of the foot, we're going to step up and add the edge of the boot. Starting on the left, we'll curve down and then back up towards the inside of the leg. We'll line this up on the right side. Now let's move back up and draw the detail on the suit. From the hip, we're going to step up, draw a short angled line coming down and in on both sides. Now we're going to come down and in towards the hip with a slight angle. Now from this point, I want to follow the same curved leg coming down just up above the boot cuff. Going down to right about there. And now at the bottom of this curve, we're going to go out and up towards the side of the leg. Now let's go back up to the hip. I'm going to draw a straight angled line aiming towards this point, but we're going to leave a little gap on the inside. Now on the left side, we just want to follow these two angled lines going up towards the side of the body. Now we're going to take these two lines and step in and just trace that out on the top and then the inside. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the arms. About halfway down the side of the body, right here, we're going to curve out and down towards the wrist on both sides. Now back on the left side, let's start with the thumb. We're going to draw a half circle. We'll make this a little bit bigger than normal, and then draw a bracket at the end. At the bottom of the thumb, we'll curve down and up around that bracket. Step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now on the side of this finger, I want to curve out and then in behind the head. So go out, round out the arm, and pull that in behind the head. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start with the thumb, and then a bracket. Now at the bottom curve of the thumb, come down and up around that bracket. Step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now on the side, we're going to curve out, bring the arm up and in behind the head. Now on the inside edge of the arm, we're going to curve up and then out towards the side of the arm, both sides. Now I'm going to step down and just follow that same curve going across. Now let's go back down towards the wrist. On the left side, we're going to curve across and then down. Now I'm going to draw a straight angled line going up above the knuckles towards the outside of the arm. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving around and down, and then straight up towards the side of the hand. Now the last thing we're going to do is just trace this out on the inside. Starting on the outside of the arm, come down and in, curve up and in towards the inside of the arm. And again, we're going to do that same thing on the right side. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Hulk in his quantum realm suit. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.